وقل رب زدني علما.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. أما بعد. Inshallah, we have the class of Tafseer from Surah Al-A'raf, from verse 166. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فلما عتوا عما نهوا عنه قلنا لهم كونوا قردة خاسئين. This verse follows the verses before it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned those who disobey Him in the Sabt issue, and also those who forbade the evil, and those who refrain from enjoying the good. He mentioned subhanahu wa ta'ala that He destroyed those who were disobeying Him, and He saved those who were enjoying the good. فلما نسوا ما ذكروا به فأنجينا الذين ينهون عن السوء وأخذنا الذين ظلموا بعذاب بئيس بما كانوا يفسقون. So when they forget the reminders that had been given to them, we rescued those who forbade evil, but we seized those who did wrong with a severe torment because they used to rebel against Allah's command, means they disobey Allah. Then Allah said, فَلَمَّا عَتَوْا عَمَّا نُهُوا عَنْهُ قُلْنَا لَهُمْ كُونُوا قِرَدَةً خَاسِئِينَ. So when they exceeded the limits of what they were prohibited, we said to them, be you monkeys, despised and rejected. Then in verse 167, Allah said, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكَ لَيَبْعَثَنَّ عَلَيْهِمْ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مَنْ يَسُومُهُمْ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَسَرِيعُ الْعِقَابِ وَإِنَّهُ لَغَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. And remember, when your Lord declared that He will certainly keep on sending against them, meaning the Jewish, till the day of resurrection, those who will afflict them with humiliating torment. Verily your Lord is quick in retribution for the disobedient and wicked. And certainly He, Allah, is oft forgiving, most merciful, means for the obedient and those who beg Allah's forgiveness. Then Allah said in verse 168, وَقَطَعْنَاهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ أُمَمًا. And we have broken them, means the Jewish, up into various separate groups on the earth. We made them into groups. مِنْهُمُ الصَّالِحُونَ وَمِنْهُمْ دُونَ ذَلِكَ. Some of them are righteous, and some of them are away from that. وَبَلَوْنَاهُمْ بِالْحَسَنَاتِ وَالسَّيِّئَاتِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. And we tried them with good, means blessings, and evil, means calamities, in order that they might turn, means to Allah's obedience. So in this verse that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests the children of Israel with ease, blessings, and with difficult hardships, calamities. Why? What's the wisdom behind that? لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. In order that they may turn to Allah Azza wa Jal. So in this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests with ease and He tests with hardships. And the wisdom behind is to receive the mercy of Allah by going back to Him, by turning in repentance to Him. So any accident, any calamity, any difficulty, any hardships you go through, sickness, poverty, oppression, anxiety, whatever it may be, remember it's from Allah. And the wisdom behind is to go back to Allah, to turn in repentance to Allah, to ask Allah relief, to turn to Allah in obedience. Likewise, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your life easy, healthy, wealthy, in a good mood, also it is a test. So you receive the mercy of Allah by going back to Allah in thanking Him, in appreciating Him, in being grateful to Him. So both the hardships and the easy easiness is a test. And the wisdom behind is to turn in repentance to Allah, to go back to Allah. Then Allah said in verse 169, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ وَرِثُوا الْكِتَابَ يَأْخُذُونَ عَرَضَ هَذَا الْأَدْنَى وَيَقُولُونَ سَيُغْفَرُ لَنَا وَإِنْ يَأْتِهِمْ عَرَضٌ مِثْلُهُ يَأْخُذُوهُ أَلَمْ يُؤْخَذْ عَلَيْهِمْ مِيثَاقُ الْكِتَابِ أَلَّا يَقُولُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْحَقَّ وَدَرَسُوا مَا فِيهِ وَالدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Then after them succeeded, means an evil generations, which inherited the book. Then after them succeeded an generations, which inherited the book. But they chose, means for themselves, the goodness of this low life, evil pleasures of this world life, saying as an excuse, everything will be forgiven to us. And if again the offer of the like, means evil pleasures of this world, come to their way, they would again seize them, means would commit those sins. Was not the covenant of the book taken from them that they would not say about Allah anything but the truth? And they have studied what's in it, means in the book. And whom and the home of the hereafter is better for those, and the home of the hereafter is better for those who are al-muttaqin, the pious. Now do you then understand? In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that after those previous generations, another generations from the children of Israel come. Instead of holding fast into the book of Allah, they follow their lusts, but with the claim that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is forgiving them. Then again they commit sin. Then they say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is forgiving them. Some of them say they will not enter hellfire because they are special people. They are the children of Israel. They are the people of the prophets. So they say they will not be punished. And they say in case they are punished, they will not be in hellfire, but short time. وَقَالُوا لَن تَمَسَّنَا النَّارُ إِلَّا أَيَّامًا مَعْدُودًا. They say hellfire is not touching them except few days. They say hellfire is not touching them except a few days. This is the case of some Muslims today who believe, since they believe they are upon Tawheed, whatever they do, they will be out of hellfire. How you know that you are upon the correct Tawheed? How you know you gave the Tawheed you have, it is right? How you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even accepted your Tawheed? So those people used to say that even if they are punished, it will be only few days. Allah said, قُلْ أَتَّخَذْتُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَهْدًا. Say, did you have a covenant with Allah that you will not be punished, or even if you are punished, you only will be punished few days? Do you have a covenant with Allah? أَمْ تَقُولُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Or you say about Allah that which you have no knowledge. The answer is they say about Allah that which they have no knowledge. So in this verse Allah said, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ. Then after them succeeded in generation. وَرِثُوا الْكِتَابِ. They inherit the book. They are the people of the book. They have the book. They inherit it. But they don't act according to it. يَأْخُذُونَ عَرَضَ هَذَا الْأَدْنَى. But they chose, means for themselves, the goodness of this low life, means evil pleasures of this world. وَيَقُولُونَ سَيُغْفَرُ لَنَا, and they say we will be forgiven. We will be forgiven to us. They say Allah will forgive us. وَإِنْ يَأْتِهِمْ عَرَضٌ مِثْلُ يَأْخُذُوهُ. And if again the offer of the like, means evil pressures of this world life come their way, what they do? يَأْخُذُوهُ. They will again seize them, means will commit the sin again, claiming that Allah is going to forgive them. Allah said, أَلَمْ يُؤْخَذْ عَلَيْهِمْ مِيثَاقُ الْكِتَابِ أَلَّا يَقُولُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْحَقِّ. Was not the covenant of the book taken from them that they will not say about Allah anything but the truth? Yes, that's the case. Was not the covenant of the book taken from them that they will not say about Allah anything but the truth? Yes. وَدَرَسُوا مَا فِيهِ, and that also they studied the book, and they have studied what's in the book. Wasn't that the covenant? They study the book and they follow it, and they don't say about Allah except the truth. وَالدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ, and also that the home of the hereafter is better for those who are pious. That's not in the book. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ, do you not understand? Do not you then understand? So, as for someone who committing sin and saying Allah is forgiving me, how you know Allah is forgiving you? How you know it? Did you have a covenant with Allah that Allah is forgiving you? The answer is no. Then how you say that? Right? You should be in a state of fear and should turn in repentance to Allah before death comes to you, before the punishment of Allah overtakes you. Yes, that's the case of some Muslims. They do whatever they want of wrong, and then when they are advised, they say Allah is oft forgiving, Allah is forgiver, Allah forgives. True, Allah forgives. But you want to justify your mistake? Instead of turning in repentance to Allah and fearing Allah and take the issue serious, then Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ يُمَسِّكُونَ بِالْكِتَابِ وَأَقَامُوا الصَّلَاةِ. And as to those who hold fast to the book, act on its teachings, especially وَأَقَامُوا الصَّلَاةِ, perform the salah, the prayers. إِنَّا لَا نُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُصْلِحِينَ, certainly we shall never waste the reward of those who do righteous deeds. Allahumma ij'alna minhu ya dhal jalali wal ikram. Oh Allah, make us among them. Certainly we shall never waste the reward of those who do righteous deeds. Yes, you should be in a state of fear, even though you obey in Allah. You hold fast to the book. You establish in the prayer. You turn in repentance to Allah. You truly obey Allah. You leave the last for the sake of Allah. You do the good for the sake of Allah. But still you should remain in a state of fear, as you should remain in a state of hope. So even though you still fear, some of the Salaf, like Abdullah ibn Umar, he said he wished he would have known if Allah accepted even 2 rak'ah from him. If he would have known that. Because by that he would have been from pious. إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Only Allah accepts from the pious. So even though you try your best, and you should still fear Allah, but remember one thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised, إِنَّا لَا نُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُصْلِحِينَ. We shall never waste the reward of those who do righteous deeds. Allah will not waste the reward of those who do righteous deeds. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among them. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.